Mining in Zambia generates foreign exchange, government revenue, and jobs. On this week's Zam Economics, we're going to look at some of the challenges, activities, and benefits from the mining industry in Zambia. Zambia had one of the world's fastest growing economies for the 10 years up to 2014, with real GDP growth averaging roughly 6.7% per annum, though growth slowed down during the period 2015 to 2017 due to the falling copper prices, reduced power generation, and the depreciation of the kwacha. Because of lack of economic diversification and the dependency on copper as its sole major export, Zambia is vulnerable to the fluctuations in the world commodities market, and the prices turned downward in 2015 due to the declining demand from China. In fact, in this period, Congo overtook Zambia and became Africa's largest copper producer. Nevertheless, GDP growth picked up in 2017 as mineral prices rose. The government in 2020 is promoting the exploration of the non-traditional minerals such as gold and manganese. It intends to allocate additional resources for the generation of geological information on the extent of these deposits. Wait a minute, is this enough? Okay. Government was supposed to do more, and we all know electricity is a major factor of production in this industry. The annual GDP slumped to a multi-year low of 1% in the third quarter of 2019, and in the second quarter of 2019 it was at 2.4% year-on-year. As we saw that the drought conditions affected electricity production in this period, ZESCO's poor electricity production really negatively affected the mining industry all the way up to the fourth quarter of 2019. For decades now, copper-belt energy cooperation has supported the growth of Zambia's mining industry. Zambia has remained a top copper mining country because CEC has been a reliable and dependable partner in energy. CEC accounts for at least 45% of the national electricity consumption. It's worth knowing that CEC provides a path for the transmission of power within the Southern Africa through its interconnector with the DRC. It's in capable hands of its MD, Owen Silavwe, its Chief Financial Officer, Mutale Mukuka, and its Chief Operating Officer, Christopher Ntala. CEC is a public limited company listed on the Lusaka Securities Exchange. It owns, operates, and maintains power transmission, generation, and distribution assets servicing customers in Zambia and in the DRC. It's one of the largest international power trades in the region. Okay, why so much talk about CEC? The answer is simple. For the past 60 years, this company has greatly contributed to the biggest copper mines in Africa, right here in Zambia. Without energy, you can't run the mines. Konkola Copper Mines PLC is one of Africa's largest integrated copper producers. It operates underground mines, open pit mines, as well as the metallurgical plants, with operations located in one of the highest grade copper seams in the world at Nchanga, Konkola, Nkana, and Nampundwe. Vedanta has invested more than $3 billion to upgrade equipment, build new facilities, and expand capacity. Since Vedanta Resources PLC acquired KCM, these investments have increased reserves, resources, and extended the life of the mines by over 50 years. Vedanta's investments include: number 1, sinking a 1,500 meters deep shaft at the flagship Konkola Deep Mine. Number 2, state-of-the-art smelter at Nchanga, which was commissioned in 2008. Number 3, the new concentrators at Nchanga and Konkola with a combined 15.5 MTPA capacity. Number 4, the expansion of the Nkana refinery and the tailings leach plant. KCM is one large employer with nearly 12,000 workers. KCM has sponsored over 600 students in full-time degree programs at universities in Zambia and abroad. KCM has over 2,200 students studying at KCM-funded schools. KCM operates 2 major hospitals, 14 clinics at its plants and within communities, providing medical services to more than 63,000 people annually. KCM supports livestock restocking and also supports 2 football clubs in the Super League, the Nchanga Rangers and Konkola Blades. KCM was the pioneer of sponsorship of the entire FAZ League between 2006 and 2011. About 120 football players and trainers benefit from KCM's support to football through employment. Okay, pause a little here. Who is Vedanta? Vedanta Resources PLC is a London-based diversified resources group which owns 79% of KCM. Vedanta has operations in India, in Zambia, in Namibia, South Africa, Ireland, Australia, and in Liberia. Who is ZCCMIH? Zambia Consolidated Copper Mines Investment Holdings PLC. It maintains a 20.6% shareholding in KCM. ZCCMIH is quoted on the Lusaka, London, Euronext stock exchanges. The company's shareholders are the government of Zambia with 87.6% shareholding and private equity shareholders with only a 12.4%. With a few shareholders in other places around the world. So far so good. We know who Vedanta is, ZCCMIH and KCM. Now what's the drama? In a publication on the 10th of June 2019, the Business and Human Rights Resource Center highlighted how the Zambian government applied to liquidate KCM due to the firm's alleged environmental and financial regulation breaches. Zambia's Mines Minister Richard Musukwa said in a statement on May 30th, 2019, on the alleged abuses committed by Vedanta's KCM, Zambia's President Edgar Lungu met with the chairman of Vedanta Resources to discuss the disputed liquidation of its Konkola copper mines. A statement issued by the Zambian State House said. The statement said that at the request of Vedanta, the president had met with the chairman Anil Agawa, who expressed the company's desires to continue mining and running the asset, and among other things paid debts owed to the suppliers and the contractors, reinvest in the mine and restructure its shareholding. However, the statement said, while the president agreed to listen to Agawa's position, he did not change his mind. The president stated that the position the government has taken has the support of the people of Zambia, and the meeting will not affect the ongoing liquidation process, the statement said. With all this drama, what is the way forward for our mining industry? Don't miss next week's episode as we dig deeper for that gold treasure, and that can be the answer to all this confusion.